What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to the Extreme Nerd Table. Before I get started, let you guys know I have Anthony and Randall with us. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of cool topics today. And here I got Anthony. What's up, Anthony? And I
Hello,
got Randall.
nerds.
I got Randall here. What's up, Randall? What you guys been up to this week?
You go first.
Go
Anthony.
first, Randall.
Nope, I already called it.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. I got a great week. It was my son's birthday.
Oh, cool.
Oh, happy
And
birthday to him.
He also graduated elementary school. He's going into middle school. I guess I used to call it junior high, but I guess they call it middle school here down south or wherever we are.
Yep.
And I started my vacation staycation. I'm not really going anywhere, but I don't have to go to work for the next 7 days. So that makes me a happy boy, and I get paid for it. Even better. And do you want me to show you some comics I got this week? Might as well start that off.
Yeah.
All right, let me show you. I actually bought some new comics this week. And does anyone know what Jimmy Walker used to say?
Dynamite.
No.
Dynamite. That's right. I picked up some Dynamite comics.
Oh, cool.
I got Betty Page, Curse of the Banshee.
Did you read it?
I did read it.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Okay.
Because it's retro, it's vintage, it's like noir shit.
That's cool.
I got some more Dynamite because I bought the first issue and I'm buying this every month. Invincible Red Sonja. Look at me. I got the Frank Cho Hang On. I have to unfriend someone cover.
Nice.
Story of my life. People unfriending me. But anyway. And then I also got the normal B cover because I kind of like this artist, even though I hate anybody that paints and shit. I still like it. Selena or whoever drew it. I don't know, but I like it. Red Sonja. And then, of course, I mean, I live in the 90s in my head pretty much, and I like bad girls. So, of course, I got the Vampirella 92.
Yep. Oh, and then Red Sonja and Purgatory make appearance in that one. So.
That's correct.
Yep.
And then I'm still reading. I told you, me and Bruce Wayne, we're on Brokeback Mountain every month. and I keep saying to Bruce Wayne, Bruce, I can't quit you. And you know what? James Tynion IV, or whatever the hell his name is, and Jorge Jimenez, as long as they keep writing and drawing Batman like that, I'm stuck buying it. And then even though I regret this every issue that I get, I've been getting Batman and Catwoman, or Batwoman and Catman, just because, I mean, I honestly love the artwork of Clayman. I mean, his artwork is just unbelievably good. And even if it's the usual Tom King, milk you for 12 issues and doesn't go anywhere, I'm still buying it. And look at that, man. Look at that pussy on that paper. See that? And by the way, before we go to Randall, I want to say this and every one of these videos is really not for children. It's for nerds. And speaking of nerds, it's DC Randall.
It's your turn, Randall. I know you picked up a bunch of stuff this week too. I saw you on the Comic Book Collectors League. You made a video, so I know you got stuff this week.
yeah. I did get some stuff. Well, actually, let me show off some of the stuff that I got in the mail. All right. This is pretty neat. Sorry, it's a big stack right here.
You're good.
So she said.
In no particular order. I'm gonna show off all these cool covers. Got them all signed by this guy.
Oh, they must be from me. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Good. Now we just got to get Samantha to sign all the ones that Samantha are on.
now he's just got to read them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Read them in order too, or they won't make sense.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
That's a rare cover, by the way.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
I was
All
too
of them
lazy. I was too lazy to find the other cover of that issue, so I just gave you that one.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Thank you.
All of them are
it's a rarity.
Look
at that. He got a virgin cover of issue 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's how nice Anthony is.
Because of these issues that Randall purchased from me, by the way, I want to thank him. He didn't just get them for free just because we're on a show every weekend. He actually bought them, supporting indie creators. He had to skip buying a couple of Big Macs and a widescreen TV this week to get my comics.
Yeah.
By the way, all these comics that Randall is showing, if anybody's interested in picking up issue 1 through 6 of Oh My God, it's like $20, $25. Get you all 6 issues. Yep. There you go.
And just get a hold of Anthony, DM Anthony, and Anthony can get you a couple of copies if you guys.
There's some butt there.
A butt shot.
That kind of looks like Chloe Grace Moretz, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. He even got the color version. That girl's breasts are much bigger now, by the way. She's got a boob.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted to grow into the role of the superhero, so she got a enhancement. Look at that. Man, I sent you way too many copies for the amount of money you gave me. Wow, you even got that one? I think I sent the wrong package to you.
And that's it. Those are all the covers.
Oh, okay, awesome. There you go. That's it.
I have some books that I picked up today at the shop. Got to hang out with a buddy of mine. I stopped by to get some supplies. For many of you out there that might not be aware, BCW BCW has been they've been having issues with supplies. They've been running low. Now they're starting to fulfill them. However, the cost on the bags and boards they're skyrocketing. They're going up.
Like buying lumber.
Yeah. They're going up. For one case,
I blame Obama.
As a retailer, this is the price that I had to pay. Right. I had to pay like $85 for a case of for boards, just for boards, a case. So there's 1,000 boards, so $85 just for that. So imagine almost paying, if you average it out, that's like what, a little over we'll say $8.65 a pack. Right. So multiply that, by 10, or double it, actually double the $8.65. So it's like you're paying like $16-17 for one pack of 100 boards.
You went to Wonder Water, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
The sad thing is that of course costs are going to go up. So the sad thing is that I feel like that's going to dip into the spending money. People that want to buy comics, they're like, oh man, I have to pay more for bags and boards. So that's coming out of the budget, so, people are going to be tightening the wallet, especially when it comes to getting supplies, getting just the stuff that they want. I mean, if I had the money and I had the right investment, I would want to start my own bag and board company, because to be honest, making bags and boards, plastic and cardboard, it shouldn't be that expensive, but these companies, I believe, are in Canada. So from shipping from Canada and being made in Canada, especially during these times of the pandemic, they're just, and not to mention the supply and demand. There's so many people that need bags and boards. So now this is their opportunity to say, oh, you need them? You guys need these bags and boards? Well, this is how much it's going to cost you now. So I think the only way bags and boards are going to get cheaper is if another company or another couple companies come out of nowhere and say, hey, we'll start making bags and boards, and then we'll sell them cheaper than like BCW, we'll sell them cheaper than Ultra Pro,
Right.
It's, and there's so much business out there for that. Yeah. Anyways,
what you pick up?
So yeah, I went to Yancey Street South, hung out with a buddy of mine. And
always good to see Chad. Always good to hear you went to hang out with Chad.
Yeah, well, Chad's not there on Sundays, I think.
Okay.
And I do like seeing Chad. It's always fun talking with Chad. I went ahead and went through the dollar bin and just picked up some random books. I am a Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan.
Yeah, is that George's Gente art?
Yep.
Yeah.
George Jonte, I think.
Jonte, huh? It's not Gente.
It's Gente. I met him.
Is it Gente? You met him. Okay.
We went clubbing together.
Nice. I picked this up because I love J. Michael Straczynski. His Babylon 5, one of the comic book series that he wrote way back in the day. Before he blew up writing for Spider-Man.
He must have got some money from that, no?
Oh, yeah.
Did he create Babylon 5?
He did.
Oh, he must have banked on that.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
By the way, those people yelling are
watching
at
them.
Jeff's house.
Yeah, at my house watching the Mayweather and Logan Paul fight. So
I don't even hear them. But I got a James Bond comic. I got this just because I love seeing all these characters on the cover. The Superboy issue 65. Nice. Well, we got Impulse, Creeper, Steel, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, the Metal Man, Robin.
I want to see a live action Creeper.
Yeah, me too.
Random issue of Independence Day, published from Marvel Comics. For you Rob Liefeld fans,
we were just talking about him.
Yeah,
is that issue 1?
Issue 2.
Oh, I'm going to see him next month in Kissimmee, Florida.
Oh, sweet.
He's doing 5 shows signing here.
Yeah, and then he's going to be at Emerald City in July. I think July. I think. Yep.
Oh yeah. He'll be in the town. I don't know if I'll have time to go see him. I've seen him in person before. Actually got a fist bump with him one time.
Yeah.
My buddy Marco was trying to get an interview with him, and then last minute, my buddy Marco decided, I don't need to do an interview with him. But I was like, look, he's right there. He was actually just coming out of the bathroom. So I was like, hey, what's up, Rob? And and Rob was just like, hey, what's up? And fist bump, and then kept walking.
Did he have button fly jeans on?
I don't know. I picked this up just because I like the title. Thriller.
Because it's Thriller, yeah.
This just brings back memories. I found an issue 1 and issue 2. Not in the best shape, but I don't care. I got it. I thought it'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kid and play.
It'd be cool to get Kid and play the signable.
Oh yeah.
And grade it.
Yeah, then it'd be worth the whole $2.
Yeah, a whole $3. I'll give it an extra.
And last but not least, because this is always a good story to have, and I'm sure it's obviously a reprint. This is something I don't see too often, but Superman, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow.
Nice.
That's nice.
So I believe this is the whole story. Because I think it was only 2 issues, I think.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. Alan Moore, Kurt Swan, George Perez. It's classic.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot to pull the DC books that are coming out next week. I have them in the room next door. So, if you guys want me to, I can run next door real quick.
Well,
your office looks gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, it looks organized.
Yeah.
It looks organized now. A little bit.
I'm doing the best I can with what space I have.
Compared to other streams, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks actually a little more organized than last time we looked at it.
No, it's that DVD collection behind you. It gives a nice color balance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love my DVD collection.
But I mean the boxes and everything, they're just so symmetrical that it's a nice thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm running out of room, so I'm just stacking these boxes over here.
Yeah. So I picked up a major key for Vampirella, so I'm happy.
What a surprise!
I actually found this in Memorial Day at Comics and Stuff. Tim actually got a hold of me and said, "Hey, this walked in a couple of days ago, and we held it for you. We knew you were looking for it, so it's a major key. So I'm happy to have it. So, and Tim actually AOK'd me something today too. So, and then I actually
Sweet.
got
Wow, look at that.
this Vampirella, the annual, because this is actually her story. How a major Vampirella fan would say this is her origin story, but first Vampy 1 is her first appearance, but this would be her origin story. So a lot of people count this one first before they count Vampy 1. So
Nice.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So we're happy to have it, and that was the first time I've ever seen it in person. I've seen it in pictures and stuff, but I've never seen this book in person at all. So this is the
Nice.
first time I've ever. Yep. And then
Very
Tim
cool. Very cool.
Yeah. And Tim AOK'd me Thor, since there was a bondage cover.
Nice.
279. So
Nice.
yep. Hey, Bronze Age Brian, it was nice hanging out with you on Saturday. We got to meet Flash Gordon, Sam Jones. It was
Nice.
It was really nice. Yeah, got to meet Sam Jones. Got to hang out with a bunch of friends on Saturday. It was really fun. Went for pizza in Brandon. It was really cool. So got
Very
to hang
cool.
out. Got the bull crap around, talk about comics, talk about life. It was nice to see everybody. So can't wait to do it again. Probably gonna
One
be
day I'll join you guys.
Yeah, probably be MegaCon eventually. So yeah, when you got time, Randall, and then whenever we go out to the Brandon show, or not the I mean the I meant to say the Tona show, we'll see Anthony out there.
I'll be at MegaCon too. I'm not running a table. I'm just I'm going as a customer.
That's
Oh,
cool.
sweet.
Well, yeah, sweet. Then we'll see each other at MegaCon.
Yeah, my family, we plan our vacation time around MegaCon.
Okay.
So we're staying at the Rosen right there for a couple days, and
that's cool.
Gonna enjoy the show at a leisurely pace.
But so what do you guys think that all these cons are coming back so furiously, like fast? They're like one after another, like freaking pretty much, yeah. But like have you noticed like one cons after another, like almost all summer it's gonna be one con after another every weekend almost.
Yeah,
the floodgates opened up now. Everybody's broke. So
I think people are just trying to, especially some shows, especially the smaller shows. They know that there's a lot of people out there that are, I don't want to say desperate, but they want to go out, they want to do something. Right. And if they strike at the right time with the right kind of price, they can bring in a lot of people. They can have a good show, even though they don't have like the best guests, or they don't have like the most popular guests.
Right.
They might have like one or two good names, and then like the rest of it's kind of like but people will still go because they really want to attend something. Like I was really surprised. What's his name? Scott Rainbeck. The owner. Yeah, the owner of Readmore, he set up at a local convention recently. I was like really surprised because he doesn't usually set up. He'll set up for like maybe or a MegaCon, but
normally Readmore sets up for the bigger cons, like maybe MegaCon and maybe some other little ones.
Maybe even TampaCon, I think. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And then of course TampaCon is coming up, I think, in August.
Like I said, fast. Not even August. It's end of July. Like right at the end of July into August. It's that last weekend is when TampaCon happens, and then 2 weeks after that it's MegaCon, and then 2 weeks after that one is SuperCon. 3 weeks after that one is SuperCon.
MegaCon's August 12th or something, which is
So look how close it is. Like it's like a week away from the other one. It was a week away after the other one. So then it's another 2 weeks after that one. It's going to be SuperCon, because SuperCon's in September. It's probably going to land right under the LAN one at the same time as the LAN one's going to happen.
I like SuperCon, but for me, it's a very far drive. It's all the way out like Miami.
3 hours. 3 hours for us, or 3 hours for them, something like that. Yeah, 3 hours for our friends to come up to us. So yeah, so it's 3 hour drive. So that ain't, if you don't got somebody to hang out with, bullshit with, it's a drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at least Anthony's gonna be closer, and
Oh, nice.
This is what
Daytona Comic Con.
Yeah.
Low entry fee, good vendors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I attended, I think, Daytona Comic Con, I think once or twice working with CBCS, and I did like it. I liked the, there were a lot of good vendors.
Yeah.
If you're, I mean, that's the thing, is like so many of these big conventions, I don't think you have enough people selling comic books, so it doesn't even feel like a comic book convention. Like people are just there for the guests to get like signatures and add to their collection and stuff like that.
Yeah, a big reason I'm gonna end up going to this one is probably because of Tim Seeley. Like Anthony was telling me, Tim Seeley's gonna be there, so that's one of the big reasons I may go, because
they got they got this huge guest. Anthony Sika is gonna have a table there for both days.
And Anthony. Nice. So I can get something, so Anthony can sketch me something.
Yeah, you're gonna get a Venerella commission this week, that weekend.
Yeah.
Nice.
For free.
Mm-hmm.
But by the way, just out of curiosity, Anthony, how much would you charge for a full body sketch? Like if I requested a specific character, I was like,
it depends. If I probably $50 or $100, depending the complexity. But that's it. Yeah, I mean, that's like if you asked me to do like Supergirl, for example.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar with all iterations. But then if you asked me to do like Witchblade, for example, that has a lot more intricate little tentacles and shit.
Yeah.
Batman.
I think Jeff knows what I want to request.
What?
Yeah, I already know what he wants to request you to, if he does end up asking you to request you to
Superman?
sketch something. Yeah,
Electrical Blue Superman.
I certainly
What?
Electrical Blue Superman does.
Oh, okay. That's pretty easy, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the complexity of costume, and not to brag, but I can actually do male characters really fast and well, but for some reason I don't draw them in my own stuff. I'm busy drawing big chested women all the time. But to be honest with you, I can draw Superman, Batman, Wolverine, Cyclops all day long, like quick and very well. But it's all about costume. The more ornate the costume, which the blue Superman, of course, is not. Hell, he doesn't even have a cape, right? So,
Yeah. Okay.
Since we're bringing up capes and costumes.
So if you wanted to draw a super nude Superman with a full erection, that would be super quick.
Yeah.
Here's what Bronze's got to say.
I hope he was talking about the big-chested women and not the erect Superman. Not that there's anything wrong with that either.
Yeah.
But
since it's Pride Month, we'll say that.
Yeah. So since we were talking about costumes, have you guys seen Zachary Levi in the new Shazam costume, or in the new outfit?
Yeah, that's great.
What's everybody think? What's
looks more natural.
Okay.
I saw the little
that's what I thought.
So they did I love what they're doing with the movie right now. They did a little teaser where basically you saw a couple up close shots of the suit, but it was really dark. And then the end of the teaser, the video, you see Shazam, and he's like, "Why is it so dark in here?" And it's completely black. It's completely dark. You can't see the suit at all. So I like that they're kind of like teasing that. I love that they're filming that. They're even teasing the Flash movie, showing the Michael Keaton Batman symbol of the chest piece for the suit. So I love that they're already doing that. Like they're promoting. I mean, pretty soon we're going to see a barrage of just like nonstop DC stuff. Which I'm excited for.
Here's Anthony got it shown. So that's I like that a lot better because it doesn't look as padded as the last one. And plus,
he's had more time to bulk up.
Yeah, not only that, but he, like I said, like you were saying, he's been working out for like a madman, man. So I watched some of his stuff on his IG and all that. Dude, he's been working out a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it looks like they're gonna.
I'm excited to see what everyone else looks like too.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna digitally put the cape in. It looks like.
Well, because the one video that they did, I mean, I think in some scenes they will do the cape digitally, but other scenes you will actually see, and and they do that for all of the movies. Anyone that's wearing a cape, they did it with Ben Affleck Batman. They did it with Henry Cavill Superman. So there's just some scenes where it's just easier for them to film without the cape and then put it in digitally.
But my thing is, he has to bulk up, because if you're gonna go after Black Adam and look right at The Rock compared to him, you know how small he was in the first one.
The cool thing I heard, and you can actually kind of see it in Dwayne Johnson's face.
Right.
Not only is The Rock like really working out, but he's actually getting ripped. He's getting cut, and like you could see how slender his face looks now.
Right.
You know, like it's so crazy. Even with him dropping the weight, like him getting cut, he looks like he's getting younger. You know, it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. But like, I mean, the cool thing too is that they were mentioning how apparently Warner Brothers have long-term plans with Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. Zack Snyder recently, I think in an interview, they asked him what his thoughts were about, because Zack already had plans for like a Justice League 2 and I think like a Justice League 3. And that digital cape, man. Yeah. That was some good stuff back in the day. But no, they're Warner Bros. Just they know the success of Dwayne Johnson. They know that the man knows how to market. He knows how to sell a movie. He's got a huge following and audience that loves him. He's a smart businessman. He's a hardworking guy. He's one of the ultimate people to have for a superhero franchise film. Like he's gonna crush it. In fact, hopefully he does so well that Warner Brothers will, just like what they did with Christopher Nolan, they will back off and they will let Dwayne Johnson do whatever he wants. So if Dwayne Johnson snaps his fingers and says, "Hey, we're restoring the Snyder Cut," Warner Brothers is going to do it. And like Snyder even said that he loves Dwayne, he loves the character Black Adam, and actually has no problem with fitting in Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam into his Snyderverse. He has no problem with that at all. So that I'm very, very excited about. I hope that works out, especially now that Discovery owns Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah.
I saw the best meme the other day. It was Shazam against Black Adam.
Oh yeah.
Black Adam had him by the throat, and he was like "Shah" with an ellipsis, and then Black Adam said, "I don't care what your name is.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what your name is." Yeah. Great stuff.
Since we're talking about all that stuff, we still have we were talking about this one. What do we think of Sweet Tooth? If you have seen it, or have you read the book, read the comic at all? What did you guys think?
I haven't read the comic, but I'll tell you one thing. Well, I mean, one, I already know that Jeff Lemire is a great writer.
Right.
So after watching, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but after watching it, I'm really intrigued. Because I really knew nothing about Sweet Tooth.
Right.
But now it makes me want to read the comic book. And the great thing too is I heard that the sales on the comic book. What's great is like all these independent series, even with Invincible, like Invincible's trade sales have gone up.
Right.
I believe Sweet Tooth sales have gone up.
It's gone up. Yeah, I've heard
that.
Yeah,
people are finding out about these series. Same thing with Jupiter's Legacy. Jupiter's Legacy's, their sales went up. Here's the cool thing too. After the whole after the whole debacle of everyone finding out that Jupiter's Legacy got canceled, they said that the streaming numbers have actually gone up even more now for Jupiter's Legacy, and I think it's because there's a lot of people that are trying to campaign and get that show back. So I mean, the only reason I think that this show got canceled was because I think Stephen S. DeKnight, he was the showrunner for that series, and I heard that there were some production issues while the show was being made.
Right.
So like I think I don't know. It's either Netflix is just trying to they're in heavy debt. They're in heavy debt. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to cut down on what type of shows that they're making.
Yeah, I heard that Jupiter's Legacy was one of the most expensive ones that they did. That's what I heard.
Yeah. So like back in the day when Netflix was making all these new shows and spending all this money, Netflix had no problem spending the money. So now that you see them canceling shows left and right, and they're being a lot more selective, I think that they're finally showing like hey, we're struggling here. And the sad thing too is every time that Netflix struggles, you can believe that they're going to raise prices on the streaming service. So I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the year or next year you're going to hear Netflix is raising their prices again. Which sucks. But I mean, all they're doing is they're pushing their competitors. They're pushing people to their competitors, because right now Disney Plus is probably the second highest streaming service next to Netflix right now, and still growing. And they're still popping out shows like Loki. Loki's coming out on Wednesday. Which after looking at the newest trailer, man, Loki looks like it's going to be better than the other two Marvel shows. The production value, everything looks awesome on that show right now. Plus, I'm just really intrigued, like where they're going to go with it. And of course, all the speculators will be watching very closely to any Marvel show. If they make any kind of reference to a comic book, they're immediately going to go out there. They're going to buy those comics, and they're going to start raising the value on the comics. Like, they mentioned, Time Warrior or something like that. First appearance of Time Warrior in Fantastic Four 284. I'm making all this up, by the way. Like, I don't know.
Hey,
that's exactly it.
Yeah, but don't be
it is
making
Fantastic
it up
Four 284. You're right.
Yeah, but don't be making it up, because don't forget we're a little bit of, like I've been saying, everybody don't think we're influencers, but we're just a smidge of an influencer, so we can influence the market.
Yeah, we're there. We're there with the rest of the expert speculators.
But watch what happens, Randall. You mention it, and then 2 weeks from now we'll look at that damn book and we're going, why is that price going up?
There's like three people that are like, I bought tons of copies of 284. There's no Time Warrior in this comic book. Randall was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where are you, Daryl?
Don't do it. Just made it up off the,
Yeah, we sent the invite. If you're feeling okay, man, more than happy to have you. So
yeah, man,
hop on in. Yeah.
Superman of Lois still going strong. Loving the series.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I've been liking it.
I'm trying to think of like other things that I'm behind on. I didn't watch the newest Star Wars Bad Batch yet.
Bad Batch.
Yeah, I got to watch the newest episode. God, I gotta start just making a list. I just gotta start making a list of like, what do I like? I started watching the second season of Umbrella Academy.
You're gonna do my thing, man. Where Anthony actually made me improve my my game on this show. I actually have a Extreme Nerd Table topic list.
Okay, yeah. Topic list,
yeah. So, and then I see that they showed a little thing they showed like a picture of Why the Last Man's coming to FX and Hulu. I see. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
I do want to mention one thing that I bought. It's very expensive.
Okay.
Spent over $500 for this.
It wasn't. Okay. Oh my God! Issues 1 through 6.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it wasn't that cheap.
You gave me such an amazing deal on those books. So I saved so much money. Thank you so much, Anthony. That's the power of love, brotherly love right there, like getting the deals and all the awesome stuff. Watching Kim's Convenience. Oh, I heard that show's great. It's one of those it's a funny show, I heard.
Yeah, it's the guy playing Shang-Chi. It's in that show.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm a huge Superman fan. Yeah. Superman the movie, right? Directed by Richard Donner. Stars Marlon Brando, stars Gene Hackman.
We know who's in it.
We know who's in that movie.
Who are watching in case they don't know. We don't want to assume. But anyways, it's my favorite movie. And I'm getting a signature from one of the actors in that film.
Oh boy.
It's a very
not Marlon Brando.
No, not Marlon Brando.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Which that would be kind of cool to have a Marlon Brando signature. But anyways, I'm getting Gene Hackman. I'm getting Lex Luthor.
Oh my God!
So it was. Awesome. I'm going through a friend of mine's his
signing service
called Official Picks.
Okay.
Official Pics is great because like he gets all these private signings right now because of COVID.
Hey, can I show you?
Yeah.
Zoom in on me,
Okay.
Jeff. I got
you.
Christopher Reeve's signature after his accident. Too soon?
No. I mean, he's gone. He's been gone. But yeah, no. So, anyways, Gene Hackman's signature, it was like $200. So you're probably wondering, like, why did you pay over $500? Are you getting more than one signature? No, I am not. I'm only getting one signature. So he apparently charges an extra $200 when he personalizes it.
Okay.
And so instead of getting my name on the book, because I don't care about that. I don't care if he knows who I am or what my name is. What I care about is the man acknowledging who he is. That man, the greatest criminal mind of our time, Mr. Lex Luthor. So, and the cool thing is I got an Action Comics 1000 blank cover. The great thing about the blank cover, so much space on the cover. So this gives me the opportunity to try and get all the other people who have played Lex Luthor to also sign that book along with having Gene Hackman's name on it. So that I'm excited for. I hope to meet Ned Beatty also, just so I can get him to sign it because he was Otis, Otis Bird, so.
Is he alive?
Ned Beatty, yeah.
Oh, okay. I bet you can get Kevin Spacey's autograph pretty easy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if I brought Jeff with me wearing a Vampirella outfit, like.
Hey, why can't you pimp yourself out? You gotta pimp me out, man. Yeah, but that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I saw you. I saw you taking Facebook pictures that you got a new toy too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope that thing can shrink you at the same time.
Well, let me finish with the Gene Hackman. So I'm getting him to sign it. He's adding Lex Luthor to it. It's on a blank cover, and it's going to be submitted to CGC. And I'm going to get the hey, what's up, man? I'm going to get the yellow label, the CGC yellow label on it. So it's going to be.
So that's why it's going to cost you so much, because it's $55.
Oh, it was $80. I think $80 because he only the guy that my friend when he submits it, he only uses Fast Track, just because he people always like to complain about like, hey, where's my book? Why is it taking so long? It's like he'd rather the customer pay for the Fast Track. Right. Like if I was given the option not to do Fast Track to save like $40, I would have done it. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, let me go get my special toy to show off.
Now, in contrast, you know how you said you loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah.
I got George's Genti signed original art from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 8, issue 29, $10.
What?
Yeah.
Last MegaCon, I got 2 original pieces of artwork from George. The other one's hanging up too high for me to reach it.
That's cool, but I need to check out artists, man, for their original art. You never know. You never know how much they charge for original art, man. Jeez.
Even Anthony Sika charges more than that for original artwork.
Yeah, I know, man. It's like a lot more people charge a lot more for their original art, man. Oh,
it's Ant-Man.
It's Ant Randall. It's Ant Randall. What that cost you, Randall? An arm and a leg?
No, actually. So here's the cool thing. I have to adjust this thing because it's so loose.
Is that COVID safe too? Can you wear that out?
Huh?
Is that COVID safe too?
I mean, technically,
you should wear that to you should wear that to the grocery store, or is it just McDonald's drive-in for you? But you should. Oh my God! Look at the lights.
Yeah, for whatever you pay for it, it better shrink you for whatever you pay for it.
What one, I love shopping through GameStop. So GameStop will occasionally send these emails like, "Hey, we have a deal of the day for you."
Hey, sucker, come buy this. It says.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that these Marvel replicas are kind of pricey. Average price is usually like around $100.
Or more sometimes, yeah.
These types of items, I don't like paying full price for because I feel like, it's a ripoff or it's not worth it.
Right.
So thankfully, GameStop had a sale going on.
Uh-huh.
They were like, "Hey, this is 30% off."
Okay.
So 30% off. Plus, of course, with taxes, it came out to like $75.
Uh-huh.
The cool thing too is they offer different companies that can you can pay through, so that way you don't have to pay all of it at once. So I'm going to a company called Klarna, where I make 4 installments. Because basically I'm paying like $19 every 2 weeks. But instead of like waiting till it's paid off and I get the helmet, they send me the helmet right away.
What? Okay. So that's cool.
Yeah. So now one of the items that they had on there that I actually wanted more was Thor's hammer. But Thor's hammer was sold out.
Hey, Daryl, how you doing?
What is up, y'all?
What's up, Daryl?
How you doing?
We had a special
giant man
guest
over here. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Rudd is on the show.
Or Aunt Randall is on the show.
And I'm his Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah. What's funny is if Anthony actually had the Ant-Man mask, he'd go by the superhero name Rant Man.
Yeah, okay.
Take that stupid thing off so we can see your face, man.
I was kind of hoping he'd leave it on.
I mean, he's looking pretty good there.
Let me shut this off.
I know you're gonna be irritated probably towards the end, anyways, if you keep it on.
I was hoping we could talk to the Deadpool head tonight.
Don't tempt him because the Deadpool head's right behind him.
I know.
So how you been? Daryl?
I was good, man. I was good. Just
okay, that's good to hear.
Playing disc golf, and then, man, it was way too hot today for that.
Yeah. Didn't hurt nothing this time.
No. Didn't pull anything that wasn't already pulled.
That's what she said.
But yeah.
So did you read anything? You pick up anything? You excited to hear about certain stuff? Did you hear about Jupiter's Legacy getting canceled? What you think about that?
I heard about that like a few minutes ago, and from you guys, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was pretty doggone good.
One and done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. And a lot of so maybe the actor that played the main character, I don't think he'll be doing superhero shows or superhero movies anytime soon. He got a bad. I'm just saying he got a bad taste in his mouth because he got let go from one. So
he did make some comment involving Hulu. So I think part of him is hoping that Netflix would be like, "Oh, we won't make it, but hey, maybe we'll give the rights to Hulu for Hulu."
No, but that ain't gonna happen because Mark Millar has exclusive with Netflix.
Yeah.
No. He doesn't. He works for them exclusively, but Netflix owns Jupiter's Legacy. They can do whatever they want with it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Mark Millar sold Millar World Comics to Netflix, so technically Netflix owns Mark Millar.
Yeah, I'm not so excited about that. It's like, yeah. He's had a lot of success, and it's like maybe his comics are. I don't think comic creators should create anything for the sole purpose of being on TV or being licensed. I think comics should be good on their own.
Yeah.
And if they are done properly, then pick them up. But if not, maybe they should just be comics and never be adapted to the small screen or big screen.
Yeah, because they canceled Magic Order, did they?
Sandman. Sorry.
Well, I think originally Magic Order was supposed to be the first of the Millar World books to be adapted for either film or television. And for some reason, it got put back on the back burner. But now there's talks they want to bring that back, which is why Mark is working on a second volume of the comic book. So Mark made the smart decision. So I think he sold Millar World for like $30 million.
Right.
So I mean, if you take out taxes and everything, he probably got like more like 20 million.
That's a lot of Ant-Man helmets.
Yeah. So the smart and like Mark was already a multimillionaire anyways, because movies like Wanted got made, Kick-Ass, Kingsman. He gets all money from all those. So that nice big chunk of money was really nice because like he probably just has that sitting in the bank. I'm sure he's invested some of it. But anyways, the smartest thing he did though was not only did he get paid for Millar World, but he put it in the contract that that Netflix basically has to pay him a paycheck. So I mean, I don't know if he gets paid monthly. I don't know if he gets paid yearly, but he gets
a
paid
free subscription.
Yeah, well, and he gets paid by Netflix to make the comic books. And then the cool thing too is Netflix actually pays the artists as well. So the people that Mark Millar chooses to work on the books, and he makes sure that they get very high rates. So the people that work on his books that they put out through Image, they get paid a good chunk of money just for working on. The artists get paid really, really well. And of course, Mark is getting paid as well for writing the books. So, it's cool. It's cool. Like Mark made a really, really good deal with Netflix. Netflix, of course, they're probably thinking to themselves like, oh man, like what if these aren't popular? Like what if these don't do well? They basically they got a bad deal out of it basically if they don't work out. But they should work out because I love his stories. I love the people that that work on his stuff. He's got some really great ideas.
Well, it doesn't. I think it doesn't help that Jupiter's Legacy came out and now it's already not even a month. Not even 2 months, and it's already canceled.
Yeah. And but I think a lot of that again, that's just Netflix's fault because they're going through some financial hardships that they don't want to admit it. They don't want to sit there and be like, oh, because they know if they admit it, their stock will drop, and then on top of that, that's just going to give Disney the edge. Because that's exactly what Disney wants. Disney, like, basically, they want to be number one. They always want to be number one. So, they're more than happy to knock Netflix down a peg.
Right.
And with all these other series that are coming out, like HBO Max will get better. They will do better. They're going to follow the same model as Hulu. They're going to start rolling out a cheaper subscription. And all you have to do is watch commercials, so like people already do that through Hulu. I do it through Hulu. I pay right now, and I think like $5 or $6 a month. My favorite thing that Hulu does is, and I'm going to do it this time because I failed to do it the last 2 years in a row, so I'm going to do it this year on Black Friday, in November. They will have a deal for Hulu where if you sign up, you get Hulu for $2 a month.
Right.
So I'm going to make sure that I do that so I can save myself a little bit of money. But yeah,
well, you would save yourself money if you would stop buying those damn helmets and the Thor's hammers and stuff.
Look, that stuff. When you get a good deal, you just can't say no to the good deal, man. You just can't say no.
Speaking of Disney, you guys, I'm going to give a quick kind of nerd thing, but I saw Cruella the other night.
What'd you think of that? I was going to ask about that.
I loved it. Loved it. So,
okay. Interesting.
That's cool. Yeah. I thought it was kind of cool to have both, was it Emily Blunt and Emily, what the hell is that?
No, it was Emma Thompson and Thompson and Emma Stone.
Yeah. It was cool.
No,
Chloe Grace.
It was Chloe Grace. Chloe Grace.
We're having another Chloe Grace Moretz moment again.
I thought Cruella was excellent. I had no expectations. Watched it last night, and it was one of my favorite movies of the year.
That's cool.
I hate Disney with a passion,
Right.
but that movie was fantastic.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to know. So I might check it out later. I saw it on my thing.
I'll tell you what. I will see that movie when it's free on Disney Plus later this year.
Conjuring 2 was fantastic also.
Oh, okay. So you checked that one out too.
And yeah. That's about it.
Is that a part 2, The Conjuring?
No, it's part 3.
Part 3.
Oh, part 3. Okay.
Third Conjuring movie. It's great.
Did they? Yeah, they came out with a comic this week too, didn't they?
Yeah, and comic looked terrible though for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I picked it up. I was curious. I picked it up and
it looked like Christopher Reeves drew it.
Hold on, I think I got it in this pile over here.
The covers were nice, I guess, but the inside looked like whatever.
Anthony is like making all these nice compliments that Marlon Brando would make.
But
let's see.
And also, by the way, in the movie theaters last weekend, I saw Quiet Place 2.
Nice. I haven't seen the first one yet.
Phenomenal.
Good.
If you haven't seen the first one yet, I imagine it's on Hulu, or it was on Hulu. It's one of the best horror movies ever.
The thing is like I'm very particular in how I watch my horror films, and so I have to make sure that I have the day off. It's early in the afternoon, mid-afternoon.
Yep. You can't watch them at night. You get scared.
I will more than likely. There's a strong percentage chance that I would probably get a nightmare. Well, if I get a nightmare, that ruins my sleep, and there's nothing I hate more.
Yeah, but it's an alien monster horror movie. It's not a horror like Conjuring.
I know. Well, I mean, it's always the directing style mixed with music, and it's about building tension. And I can tell from the trailer that there are moments where it's very like you see them scared, tension. You're waiting for something to explode.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Quiet Place was my favorite horror movie.
Yeah.
Or of that genre. Quiet Place 2 was I cannot recommend it enough. And I saw it in a theater, and I think that's the way it should be seen because it was phenomenal. I mean, I'm not talking about it was good. It was phenomenal. John Krasinski should direct millions of movies because he's that good. Yeah. And there will be another one. So that's good news too.
Good. And I heard that you want to make it a trilogy.
And he wrote and directed this one. So it was just phenomenal.
See, the great thing about the horror genre, there's like so many horror fanatics out there that, even if it's a bad horror film, they will go out and they'll watch it, they'll support it because they love horror films.
It's not bad. It's good.
And then the great thing about horror films too is a lot of times these horror films have a much smaller budget compared to like other films and regular films.
Sure.
So like that's the thing is Hollywood loves low budget films that make them a lot of money. The Joker is a great example of that. Which is why they want to make a sequel because they just want them to make a cheap movie that will draw in hundreds of millions of dollars and hopefully maybe even $1 billion. So it's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Daryl's laptop shut down. Trying to get back on. Daryl, use your phone. Just hold it sideways. It'll work.
Yeah.
Unless it's a flip phone, then you're gonna.
Oh, Alien, yeah. It's crazy though. Like I will watch Aliens, and I think what it is my mind thinks of it less of a horror film and more of an action film.
But I feel the same. Alien, Quiet Place. Both movies are very much in the vein of Alien. So
okay,
okay. And by the way, most of it's during the day. Like most of the scenes are during the day.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I did hear recently that originally Ripley was not a woman in the script. Originally, Ripley was a man.
Hello, Air Spider.
And apparently, when they changed their minds last minute, when they went ahead and they cast Sigourney Weaver for Ripley, they went back into the script, and what they did was they changed he to she. They literally just added an S to the script.
It was going to be a they and them, but then they went with he and she.
Yeah. So he, she,
a guy wouldn't have looked good in those tighty whities, I don't think.
No. Who would have played Ripley back then as a man? James Caan?
Harrison Ford.
Oh no.
I got a question. I got a question for all of you guys. Are we excited about Why the Last Man coming to
yeah,
FX
absolutely.
and Hulu? So
absolutely.
Okay.
I love the fact that Brian K. Vaughan. So Brian K. Vaughan, he has full ownership over Why the Last Man. Right. And he's been very, very, because people have been pushing, like, let's turn this into a series. This would make a great TV show or make a great movie. And because he has full control over it, he decides who the showrunner is. He decides everything. He approves everything. So if the showrunner is like, hey, I want to cast these people, then, at the end of the day, Brian K. Vaughan could say, you know what? I really don't like this actor, or I don't like this actress. I don't see this person in the role. Then the showrunner has to listen to Brian K. Vaughan. So he's very passionate. Like, obviously that's like one of his like babies, like the story. Yeah. Not my Alien. Harrison Ford would say, I know. But so I mean, like, Brian K. Vaughan, Why the Last Man, I'm excited for it because, he's heavily involved. And so if it's being made, that means, he's really happy with how things are going, the creative freedom, the adapting it closely to his series. And that's all I want. I want people who, are heavily invested, like maybe not so much like Neil Gaiman, but I like guys like I like creators that, like, when they have something that's being made of theirs, they're heavily involved. So that way they're happy. They're satisfied with what's being made to put out there for the audience to enjoy. All right, here you go. What's Anthony got here?
Ooh.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Why the Last Man is in production.
I hope they don't cast a woman for the lead role in that movie.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be Why the Last Man is supposed to be.
You know what they could cast Elliot Page.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but
what happens to the Umbrella Academy story now?
Yeah, my big thing.
Everyone's been saying that. I mean, Elliot Page could put on a bodysuit, that makes him look like a woman.
It seems counterproductive.
Movie magic, my friend.
My big thing is if Why the Last Man is coming, do we think Saga might be coming down the line eventually?
I mean, eventually. I think Why the Last Man will be the priority first.
Right.
Once that series is over.
Who do we want to see as Alondra and Marco and all those other guys, all those characters?
I haven't read Why the Last Man. I've only read the first issue.
All right.
So
I read the first. He's back.
Yeah.
I read the first trade, and that was it for me.
What you think? Yeah. What you think of the book in the first place? Did you guys like the book? Like it?
I liked it, but then I was like, "Who cares?"
Oh, okay, yeah, same. I read like maybe the first 9, and then I got bored. I started getting bored, and then read other stuff.
Yeah, in this post-COVID world, you have like Sweet Tooth coming out. Then you have Why the Last Man coming out. So people are going to see a common theme, and that common theme is
viruses.
Pandemic, viruses. So hopefully
we really want to be reminded of that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, people want to see hypothetical situations that they're like, oh, this could be a problem.
But these two things aren't hypothetical no more because it look at it or look at our
No,
situation.
I mean, I'm sorry. Sweet Tooth is hypothetical because right now we don't have any hybrid human beings.
Well,
and
we
then
don't know that yet.
Red the Last
We
Man
don't
is
know that
also,
yet.
Aliens are out there.
Were we just talking about Elliot Page? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We don't know that for sure. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
I know a short guy from South Park. He got probed.
Oh, I sure did.
Putting out his butt.
But no, it's cool. It's cool that there's all these series that are coming out. Like they're
and then
you know the
did
next
guys
thing I'm excited for?
What's that?
It's a Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 coming to Blu-ray. I think it's supposed
that's
to be
cool.
coming out. We're in June now, so I think it's supposed to be coming out later this month.
You guys excited for the Eternals? Did you guys watch the Eternals trailer too?
Oh yeah.
A lot of people said
what turtles?
Internals or
No, the Eternals, not the
Eternals.
Internals. Now we're talking about the alien probe again.
Infernal. The Infernal.
Let me tell you something.
Infernal Affairs.
The Eternals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, I'm a huge Jack Kirby Eternals.
Yeah.
I picked up I hear it's going to be based on a lot of the Neil Gaiman, John Romita Jr. Eternals run.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Which that's a really boring book. But whatever. I just want the Eternals looks weird to me.
You're not the only one. A lot of people
I don't know.
said that.
I think the whole Marvel universe is shot to hell. I really do.
I think. Well, you see, you know what it is too. Like change, right? Adapt or die. Marvel knows that we're now past Thanos. We're now past the whole Avengers. So it's all about where do we go from here now? What do we do from here? There's already speculation. There's already people when you know about the origin of the Eternals, there's already speculation that they think that Eternals is going to be part of what introduces and brings in the mutants, the mutant gene. So we'll see. I mean, again, it's just speculation. They might go another route as to how they introduce mutants. People also think it's going to, they're so hungry for it, man. They're so hungry for X-Men. They're hungry for because X-Men's the future.
I've noticed the book's gone up because Jubilee's first appearance has gone up. Freaking Bishop, all these guys, all the supposed characters that are gonna make appearances are going up. Like, dude, their prices are going up crazy. They're crazy wise, man. Not like a couple bucks. They're going like a couple $100.
It's gonna be.
I am buying Fantastic Four 284 like there's no tomorrow.
Yes, Fantastic
Don't
Four.
do it, man. Don't do it.
I heard about that earlier tonight from this secret informer. Oh, there you go.
The closest Fox property I'm telling you we're gonna get is Fantastic Four in 2024.
Right.
Which is great. What? It's the only. I don't think we're going to see any X-Men. I hate to tell you. I just don't see it.
We're not going to see X-Men until either 2025 or 2026.
Yeah, it's not.
Jeez, I might be dead by then.
But me too, buddy.
There'll be hints and cameos. I'm sure they're already ready to shoot off some cameos, just like what they did with Thanos. Remember when Thanos made a cameo in the first Avengers movie, and then everyone was like, "Oh, Thanos." It's like, dude, they just need some short guy with claws and a silhouette and a random scene either in one of the TV shows or one of the movies, and then people are going to be like, "Oh." Going crazy.
But by then, we'll be, at least me and Daryl will be dead. And then, and the truth of the matter is I just don't think the X-Men, the Fantastic Four is going to be priority. And then maybe we'll get an X-Men cameo at the end or something. But I also think the problem is there is one kind of possibility there. We are having a Deadpool 3. and that is a Fox property, and he is X-Men adjacent.
Right.
So you never know, you know.
Well, he's Marvel Legacy.
But my point is, at least it is attached to Fox and the X-Men, you know, and we might see something from Deadpool, even though I think the next Deadpool movie is going to be a joke. It's going to be an alternate reality, day in the life, you know, totally by itself. And I don't think we're going to get a fourth one. I think the 3 is going to be it. Ryan Reynolds will be 60 years old by the time they come out with Deadpool 4.
Right.
But I just, you know, I think they're going to make this supply and demand for X-Men. Mm-hmm. They're just going to keep building for another 5-6 years. And then the X-Men movie is going to be called X-Men Gala. And it's going to be all the X-Men in dresses. And that's going to be the new Marvel universe.
Well, the great thing about that is Josh Brolin's going to play every character in that.
That's correct. No. It's going to be James Gunn's brother is going to play every character.
And what they're going to do is they're going to bring back Josh Brolin. It's going to be from an alternate universe Cable, right? He shows up. He brings his own version of the X-Force, and it just so happens that every person that's cast in his X-Force are all the people from the Goonies.
Yeah.
And we're going to get the Goonies Force. We're going to have Goonies Force.
Don't make me truffle shuffle.
That's gonna be weird, but yeah, that'd be kind of funny. But that's like people were like a joke meme casting the guy from Sunny in Philadelphia, the older guy, the bald one for Wolverine. Danny DeVito for Wolverine.
Grace Moretz.
Did you say Chloe has Tourette's? That's not right.
Chloe Bennett has Tourette's. Hey, how about that Powder Puff Girls series that got canceled?
It got canceled?
Why did
it got pushed back?
Oh. It got pushed back. They're retooling
By the way,
it.
Don't you notice that there's a lot of retooling going on? I heard some rumors. I heard some rumors that Warner Brothers hates the Pattinson movie.
Oh boy.
All kinds of rumors.
And that's not that's not on like any hate monger channels. That's like on the John Campea show and these people that do movie stuff all day long. They were talking about Warner Brothers execs have seen some stuff from the Batman movie, and they ain't liking what they're seeing.
They probably saw
ones that did not want
they're probably watching
the ball gag Scarecrow, the ball gag Riddler.
No. They're probably watching it, and they're like, all right, guys, when are we going to turn off the Christopher Nolan Batman and put on your Batman? Yeah. And Matt Reeves is like, that is my Batman. Yeah. Like, what? You know, it's like, I think Matt Reeves, in my opinion, he's just making his version of a Christopher Nolan Batman film. And it's like, that's not what I want. You know, like, I already got Christopher Nolan Batman. I want comic book Batman.
And HBO Max. HBO Max, why do we need another Gotham show? Can we stop with the Gotham shit?
They're doing
no one gives a fuck what Commissioner Gordon's doing. Nobody.
For some reason, they are heavily invested in Matt Reeves. They want to keep Matt Reeves. They want to make him happy. So he's like, hey, I want to be part of this new Batman animated series. I want my name attached to that. Hey, I want a live action Gotham series that's a prequel to my Batman movie that I'm making. You know, it's like he wants to be Mr. Batman. But the problem, though, is he cast the wrong guy. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson as Batman. He should never have gone with that guy. If he had gone with another actor, then I would have been like, you know what? Now I have more faith in the film. Now I'll give it a chance. But just watching Pattinson and watching the way, you know, like Robert Pattinson doesn't even look like he's happy to be Batman. You know, I think Robert Pattinson.
He should have had a gorilla play Batman.
Yeah, we would have had Gorilla Batman.
That would have been better. How about the guy who's directing Venom too?
Wow.
What's his name?
Josh Brolin.
No.
I
It's
don't know. Josh Brolin could have been Batman.
The guy who does all the animatron, all the capture motion stuff for all the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah.
And and he was Schmeagol and all the fucking Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
That dude, that, and then he played Claw in the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
He played Claw in Ultron and Black Panther. The guy who I honestly can't remember his name right now, who's directing Venom 2, he should have just played Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I heard he's playing
that's
Alfred.
fucked up. That's fucked up because he's playing Alfred. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, in the movie.
He should have been Hugo Strange.
Yeah, he should have been.
Yeah, he would have made a better Hugo Strange, I think. Not Alfred though.
I actually wanna ask the panel this question, and when I say panel, I mean you three guys.
Okay.
What kind of Batman, if you were directing Batman, what kind of Batman would you want? And to be honest with you, Randall, you only can have like a minute. All right, just tell us a minute. When you say
go last,
and I'm gonna ask Randall first. When you say you want a comic book Batman, can you briefly pitch us what your comic book Batman movie would be like if you were the director, writer, producer?
That's tough. I mean, like, one, Ben Affleck, I think right now is the right kind of Andy Serkis's name. That's good. Yeah. Ben Affleck.
Thank you. Thank you, 90 MFC.
I hands down want to see a Ben Affleck Batman film. I want the Snyderverse to continue. Now, if I were to make my own Batman film, casting, I'm going to need more than 1 minute to actually think of some actors that I would consider to play Batman. And then the question would be, what type of Batman film would it be? Would it be Batman starting out? Would it be Batman he's already been Batman? You know, so it's one of those, like, it just depends. It depends. Like, the cool the cool thing.
It's all in love, man. It's all in love.
I know. That was great. I love it. But no, I mean, the great thing is at least they've admitted that Pattinson's Batman is not, it's his own Earth. Like,
all right, what about you, Daryl?
You know what that Batman's missing? It's sparkles.
What about you, Daryl?
All right, can I pick anybody for this Batman?
About to go out though. Man.
Daryl.
Can I pick anybody for Batman?
Yeah, you can pick anybody.
You don't even have to talk about the star. I just wanted to know what kind of film you guys would make.
I would go back to Brandon Lee and have him be Batman and have it almost like the Crow-esque type of Batman. In that dark type of environment where he's going down and he's messing with people. They will not be firing it up.
You literally just described the Pattinson Batman film. That's exactly what that's going to be.
I don't have a problem with the guy. I mean, I want to see the movie before I'm saying this guy sucks.
I'm not saying it's going to suck. I was just talking about what I heard.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's going to suck.
But I mean, the thing is, I've heard a lot of people say he played a glittering guy in a movie, therefore he can't play Batman. I'm like, I mean, Keaton was Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
And I still think he's great.
How about you, Jeff?
I wouldn't mind cast like a more detective based type Batman.
Yeah.
Batman story. Yeah. But that's like what everybody's saying this one's gonna be. But I want more like his more detective half coming and like not his what's Anthony guy?
No, go ahead. I got this pitch. Ready? Here's my elevator pitch.
All right.
Batman set in the 60s, but not the Adam West Batman. More like a James Bond shagging a bunch of chicks, Bruce Wayne. The gizmos aren't that sophisticated because it's the 60s still. And heavy on the detective work. But here's the cool thing. It's like, imagine Grant Morrison's Arkham Asylum with Ben Affleck or John Hamm, because I'm going for a 60s Mad Men meets Batman.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's politically incorrect. It's set in the 60s, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to worry about virtue and bullshit because it's in the 60s historically. And you got cool-ass 60s cars for the Batmobile. You got cool-ass run-down police departments because it's the fucking 60s. And It's Grant Morrison's Arkham Asylum with a lot of Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams Batman thrown in there. Maybe some Ra's al Ghul.
So your description, you know what I just pictured?
What?
Oh boy.
I pictured
You got a minute.
John Carpenter. Okay? This is what I just pictured. John Carpenter directing a Blade Runner film that's set in the 60s.
That's kind of what, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Just the way you described it, I'm like...
And I think that would make a shit ton of money.
It would be an entertaining film. It'd be an entertaining film.
And that's the key. Make it entertaining.
I agree. But for me, I'm all about, I want it to be just close to the comics, you know? The problem is that there's two types of Batman. There's Batman that saves the world Batman, and then there's Batman that saves tiny-ass Gotham City Batman. You know, and so the thing is that we've seen Batman constantly save Gotham City, you know? I want to see Batman like, you know, like the world would have ended if not for the genius of Batman being prepared and having all these cool gadgets and all this other stuff, you know? So, and like, I'm sure there is a way to blend both versions of Batman, you know, like you could have like the first, you know, usually films are in like, I think 3 acts. So the first act of the Batman film could be just him, like a short little mystery story that's going on. He solves the mystery in the first act of the film. And then he, you know, John Jones, Martian Manhunter shows up and he's like, Batman, we need your help. You know, and then Batman, with the help of Martian Manhunter and a couple other heroes, starts finding out, hey, there's a big plot of, you know, something going on, you know, the White Martians or whatever invasion, you know, like something like that, you know. That would be like a cool like blend of those both. But I like your idea as well, Anthony. Like the only thing is that, you know, the average audience member is just dumb. They know nothing about the Batman lore. They know nothing about, you know, Batman comics.
That's the Batman I want to see.
Yeah.
Dick Giordano, Neil Adams, Danny O'Neil Batman from the.
You want like the blue and gray?
Yeah.
Blue and gray would be nice.
Who would be the perfect guy for you guys to play Batman? And Bruce Wayne. He's got to, you know, play both characters.
I would go John Hamm or Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck is.
I thought Ben Affleck was a very good older Batman. I don't think he'd be prime time Batman though.
Yeah, older Batman. I also think Carl Urban would nail it. You know, young Batman. Let me think of like some young actors right now. It would probably end up being just a no-name person because
Elliot Page.
Yeah, Elliot Page is like in his 30s. I almost slipped there.
Their 30s.
I'm trying to think. Like the problem is like you have so many young actors now that are like they're still new, you know, so you don't know what kind of quality actors that they're going to be growing up. You have guys like Timothée Chalamet, but he doesn't have the right look, you know. He would, I do think Timothée Chalamet would make a good Terry McGinnis, you know, like a young Batman Beyond starting out. Like I think he'd be great for that. But like, there's not a lot of young, you know, male actors right now with his caliber of, you know, his acting style, you know. So it's really tough. It's really tough to think of.
I'm not necessarily talking about now. I'm talking about anybody. I mean, because I would love to have seen Brandon Lee because he was smooth. Yeah. He was sophisticated.
Johnny Depp.
And he could kick butt.
What?
Johnny Depp.
He could have played both sides of that amazingly.
Yeah, but Brandon Lee was
very charismatic.
Supposed to be Shang-Chi. Originally, that's what Stan Lee wanted. It was Brandon Lee as Shang-Chi originally.
Wow.
So,
well, because I think
amazing.
You know, Shang-Chi was originally inspired by Bruce Lee. I think if you gave Stan Lee the option, he would have chose Bruce Lee to play as Shang-Chi.
If Bruce was still around, so or his dad.
I think of the Bruce Timm Batman series, and I think at the same time, like, you know, the way Johnny Depp works with Bruce Timm, like the cool thing is if Johnny Depp had played Batman, he's got the, you know, the boyish good looks, you know, and we know that he can be a quirky and good actor. So he's one of those guys, like he would play the duality of both Batman and Bruce Wayne. However, the only downfall is he would do it in the style of Tim Burton. So it'd be more of Tim Burton Batman, less comic book Batman. It still would be entertaining to watch, though. Like to see Johnny Depp play this character. Like you look at Johnny Depp and you think, you know what? If you put him in a tux and you say he was a rich kid, rich young millionaire, billionaire, whatever, philanthropist, people would be like, oh, Keanu Reeves. No, I love Keanu, but Keanu is Batman. I am Batman. Like I just
he's playing John Wick already, man. John Wick's not a bad character.
I actually love the idea. I actually love the idea of Keanu Reeves possibly playing Doctor Strange. When his name got tossed around for possibly playing Doctor Strange, that would have been cool.
Batman.
I look at Johnny Depp. I just don't see him as Batman. I see him that he could play a villain. Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Why not?
You know what? I think
that's
Dwayne
Bane.
Johnson.
That is Bane.
He could have been Bane too. Yeah. He is Neo, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Keanu Reeves is Neo. Yeah. Absolutely.
Whoa. Yeah. I know jujitsu.
He says, I know.
And at no point in any of those movies did he use jujitsu. Just throwing that out there.
He didn't. He used kung fu.
There was no rear naked chokes. There was no arm. Come on.
He didn't say he knew jujitsu though.
He did say he knew jujitsu.
No, he didn't. He said, I know kung fu.
I know it.
He's like, I know kung fu. And then that's when Lawrence Fishburne is like,
I don't know. I got to go back because I'm pretty sure he said Fujitsu.
You're right. He did say, I know kung fu.
I bet you one of your Harley Quinn pictures back there. Nice, yeah. Keanu was Ghost Rider.
Yeah. This was absolute garbage, but that's just neither here nor there.
Nah.
Wait, what was that?
Batman. I like Bale Batman. I do. I watched. What was the sci-fi film that he did? Equilibrium or
Equilibrium is amazing.
Yeah, I watched that because at first I was very like, I don't know if this guy could pull it off, and I saw the movie and I was like, okay, I can see it.
When you see the machinist, you just go, "That's Batman."
Lucy Liu is Batman.
Lucy Liu. No, Matt LeBlanc is Batman.
And now we might as well go Chloe Grace Moretz if we're gonna do that, man.
There you go.
No, I mean, like I said, Johnny Depp, I could picture as Batman.
Yeah, Johnny Depp as Mad Hatter. He's already played the Mad Hatter. I think Mad Hatter would be better for him than anything.
No, Mad Hatter has to be somebody who's like really quirky looking. What's his name?
Dude,
Andy Serkis could be the Mad Hatter.
But but like we said, Anthony Serkis should be the Hugo Strange. He would play a better Hugo.
Yeah, but he
Strange
could play either one of those. That's because he just has a weird look.
CGI.
Paul Giamatti
played.
Paul Giamatti could have played a good Penguin.
Yeah. Or Danny DeVito played a good Penguin. DeVito.
He did.
He already. Oh, he did play. I forgot.
He played a Penguin.
I forgot a Penguin. Yeah.
Oh man. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's probably played the best Catwoman. I mean, and I loved Michelle Pfeiffer, but Anne Hathaway was more the thief Catwoman versus.
I'm excited for DC because DC has what was it, Batman Earth 1 coming out this week, the volume 3. So I'm excited because they're finally
I already have it.
They're introducing Cat. They're introducing the new Cat. Yeah, they introduced the new Catwoman. They're introducing the Catwoman in there because the last issue of last issue was that.
It's called spoiler alert. You got to preface this.
Well, the volume 2 already exposed her.
She got exposed.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go find the comic book now.
Are those books not canon?
No, they're only Earth 1. Like I think they're in their own
canon amongst the Earth 1 continuity.
Yeah. And I've been liking them. I've been enjoying them. So they're different take on everything. Yeah.
I love the Superman Earth 1. Like that. I thought that was a really neat idea what they did with Superman Earth 1.
Right.
I haven't read Volume 2 of Batman, Earth One, but I've read Volume 1.
Yeah, I've read Volume 2 and I liked it. And then that's the main reason I want Volume 3 is to see who. Yeah,
it's Jeff Johns also. Jeff Johns and I think Gary Frank.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime those two guys are together, it's like it's magic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they had the Green Lantern Volume 2 came out. What was it? I think Wonder Woman Volume 4 was almost coming out.
No, Volume 3. From what I heard, they're only going to go Volume 3. They'll never go past Volume 3.
They never go past. Okay.
Yeah, so like this Volume 3 Batman will probably be the last Earth 1 Batman.
Okay.
Probably. You know, you never know. They could change their minds.
Okay. He can do the Bat-Tusi. I do know that.
Yeah. Yeah, our boy Hialeah or our boy Raul could. That would be funny. We should do a fan one and have him play.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much cool DC stuff coming out. I'm excited. I'm loving it.
Yeah, DC.
There is a JSA book coming out with Jeff Johns and Brian Hitch.
Yeah, but is it going to take 2 years for each? If it's going to take 2 years for?
Yeah, I read it on the internet.
Yeah, or if it's going to take 2 years.
Right on the internet, it's true.
Yeah, or 2 years for the next issue to come out.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be like Doomsday Clock. It's only gonna be one issue every 6 months for 3 years.
No need to rush.
The JSA will be aging in real time.
like they were saying, if we sent off the something's killing the children, it's gonna be something's killing the adults by the time we get it back. For the CGC, we were talking about sending off those foil editions off the CGC, and then we were joking around. We're gonna get it back when it's something's killing the preteens or somebody's the adults before we get it back. So what are you guys up to, since we're running an hour and 26 minutes already? So what are you gonna be up to, Rando, this week, besides organizing DC books and all the other stuff?
It's pretty much the same, like
Okay.
just organizing the books, man. Organizing the books. I'm not working as much, so hopefully I'll have time to work on like advertising for the business and going through short boxes and figuring out, what kind of deals and sales I'm going to have. I haven't forgotten about you, D. And I know you want those blank covers for the Harley Quinn. I know I got them somewhere here. I think I got like 3 copies, so I can hold them for you if you want.
Cool.
If I can't get a hold of that Batman Earth 1 Volume 3, I'll hit you up if I can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Yeah, let me know, man, because I bought 2 copies, so I have one just for me, and then I have an extra one as well.
All right, I got you. So I'll hit you up if I can't get a hold of one. So,
awesome.
What you got going on, D, this week?
Disc Golf Podcast Thursday, and that's about it. I got nothing going on, except I am buying all the Fantastic Four 284s I can find because the speculators have spoken. So is this guy right over here? He told me about it. There you go.
All right. Yeah, this one over here.
Yeah, that one right there.
All right, Anthony, what you got going on? You gonna be drawing some more Misty America or any books this week?
Yeah, I'm trying desperately to draw Misty America #1. I have the first 10 pages.
Okay.
Roughed out. Cool. Like I have thumbnail panels for the first 10 pages.
That's cool.
But out of that first 10 pages, I only have one actually done from start to finish with the inks and pencils. So I'm warming up with, I'm working on some new covers for it.
Okay.
Because the covers, if I get excited by working on new covers, so all those covers I showed last week or last month or whatever, those are all in the I'm going to sell them at convention bin. They're not going to be the final covers, but I'm working on a new cover. which I'll you know what, I'll tease it just the hell of it. See what you got. I'll get your guys' opinion. See what you think. All right. So
All right.
so go to the 4 panel for a second. I'll be right back with it.
All right.
Fantastic Four 284. It's already on CLZ. It's only $5. Invisible Girl becomes Invisible Woman.
Oh,
So get those books now.
I like it. I like it.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, I like it.
I started working on this about, believe it or not, an hour and a half ago.
Oh, really cool.
And I got half of it inked already. And it's going to be a cover.
You're getting faster at the inking part of it.
And I don't know if you see, but you know, even though it looks like the Empire State Building, she's got it in her hand. I'm bringing Uzis back.
That's cool. I can't wait to see it.
I can't stand the fact that no one has Uzis in comics or movies anymore.
Right.
yeah.
But again, so you guys like this so far?
I like it.
Yeah.
That is going to be cover A.
Oh, that's cool.
And again,
That's
as
really
you
cool.
folks can see, I'm a traditional artist. I don't do shit on computers. I do everything by hand. Okay.
But if you learn, okay, I got a question. And if you learn how to do it on a computer, would you want to do it on a computer?
No.
Okay.
No. And here's why. Very simple.
Okay.
If you can't do it by hand, you can't do it on the computer.
Right.
And then secondly, when you do it on the computer,
You can't do it on a hand.
all
can't
you
do it by
have
hand.
but you have no physical copy of it other than the comic book.
Right.
This is a real board
Right.
that can sit on my table at a convention.
Right.
It could also be bought by you and hung
Right.
up.
Right.
I did that in just a matter of seconds.
There's my variant cover.
I
Right
think
there.
it's identical to what you did.
What we should do is have a Extreme Nerd Table exclusive for Anthony, and all of us do one cover each for him.
But the point is, I'm not trying to be pretentious, like saying, "Oh, you have to do it old school."
Right.
What it is, it's about you actually have a physical copy of your drawing, all right, that can be sold or displayed or collected. The truth of the matter is, I don't like digital artists.
Okay.
Yes, I buy stuff by digital artists,
Right.
mostly because I don't know that they're digital artists.
Right.
But honestly, digital art does nothing for me, especially when I see people doing it and they're like, "Oh, here's my shading. Oh, let me just clone that 100 times and they're done."
Right.
I just don't think I think it's cheating. And I don't think I just don't think it's authentic art. Now, again, there are digital artists that I buy stuff from and I think, wow, that's great. Because the thing is, again, like I said, you have to know how to draw to be a digital artist.
Right.
You can't not have art skills and go from analog to digital.
Right.
But the truth be told is none of the people that I really idolize artist-wise, whether it's Jim Lee, who, by the way, still draws traditional.
Right.
Rob Liefeld, still traditional. Jack Kirby, who's dead, of course. But, you know, Jack Kirby, all he had was a pencil and paper. And you don't need a computer. Neil Adams still draws traditional. And that's what it is. John Byrne, you know, is not even a question about that. You can use computers to enhance the stuff once you scan them.
Right.
But to be able to draw, you know, and by the way, there's a lot of folks, even modern guys, like one of the Kubert brothers. I think Adam does everything digital, but Andy does everything traditional. Right. You know, there's certain people still today. I think even Ryan Stegman, some people like that, they're still doing, a lot of them are still traditional. And there's nothing wrong with it. What I have a problem with is that if you're drawing digitally, you don't really need an inker. You can just go from one to color. Right. And also the problem I have with digital artwork in general is that the colorist will just totally wipe over a lot of ink.
Oh, okay.
You've seen J. Scott Campbell, for example. J. Scott Campbell, you know, controversial over the last few months. He's a traditional artist. And sometimes I see finished covers with him, and the covers don't resemble his original art, his inked pieces, because the colorist will take liberty and just wash over some of the inks. Or, oh, I don't like that line by his face, by his jaw, so the colorist can just erase it and it's gone, you know. And you know, so again, short answer, I don't like digital artwork because I think and especially me, by the way, I'm a recent comic book creator, and I think it's important to get my 200 or 300 pages on paper first, before I think about picking up a tablet. Also, big problem with digital, real quick. You could see DC artists and Marvel artists that use digital. All the books look the same.
Yeah.
They look like they're tracing Disney characters. There's no anatomy. It's just blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing. Ivan Reis, if I'm saying that name right, is a traditional artist. You can tell he knows how to fucking draw. There's 10 other people that were doing Legion of Superheroes last year and books like that, where they all look the same. All the pictures look the same. However, Joelle Jones, who started out as a traditional artist, now does everything digitally. So there's an artist where if you look at Lady Killer and you look at the new issue of Wonder Girl, there's no difference. The artwork is the same. It's just she's using a computer now instead of her hand.
Yeah.
That's someone that looks, her style is still there, and it was still made on paper before she ever jumped to digital. However, Adam Kubert, who's on digital now, I think, I could be wrong, it's one of the Kubert brothers. Look at his stuff when he was doing traditional, and now look at computer, totally different. It's like his style changed. Also, Randall, you're familiar with Phil Jimenez, right? Phil Jimenez did classic Teen Titans. He had a very George Perez looking style.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff with Kelly Sue DeConnick, a Wonder Woman Amazon series that he's been working on for 2.5 years. It still hasn't come out. Doing all digital now. And when he shares stuff, doesn't look anything like Phil Jimenez anymore. So there you go. I want to look like, even if my drawings are shitty, I want someone to say, wow, that's Anthony Sika's shitty drawings.
Yeah.
I got
no,
you.
I think that I agree. Like I think doing a traditional is and personally in my opinion it's better. But the sad thing though is I'm waiting for the day where Elon Musk and all these tech geniuses, they're going to create these robotic arms, and these robotic arms are going to have the pens and pencils, and they're going to start digitally just physically just like, you know, drawing, you know. And like the crazy thing too is like these AI computers, if you say, hey, I want my drawings done in the style of Jim Lee, they can see how Jim Lee draws and then they can mimic that. Or I want it done, you know, like that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting when that happens, you know, comic book artists, bye-bye. You know, like many of you comic book artists, these writers are going to go to these machines, these robots. They're going to say, this is what I want. They're going to put in their script and they're going to say, this is what I want. This is what I want to see. What kind of pose do you want here? What do you want this? You want it? And then watch. The biggest thing about publishing, they want stuff done on time. They want you to hit the deadlines. And there's nothing better in this world that can hit deadlines than machines. Machines will get it done faster, quicker, and then you're going to see mass production of books, and then that's it.
And then sometime in the future, I'm going to have a hot take with Oven Mitts on about how I think that writers have taken over the comic book industry, and that it's a wrong fucking move, because comic books are a visual medium,
Yeah.
And they've turned it into a literary trash fire. And writers are more famous and have more notoriety than
Now
fucking artists. Because you got the Donny Cates, the Tom Kings, the Brian Michael Bendises, the Alan Moores, the Neil Gaiman, and they all know the names of the writers at Barnes & Noble, but no one knows who the fuck is drawing the comic books. Right. And that, my friends,
that's a shame.
The Bronze Era to the 90s after Image Comics, that wasn't like that. Right. And my hot take is that Neil Gaiman and Alan Moore actually fucking ruined comic books. I can't get a hotter take than that. I think
I will say this. Here's my counterpoint, my counter argument. I think the part of the reason that writers get more recognition than a lot of the artists today is because a couple reasons. One, almost every artist doesn't even want to draw comic books anymore. They want to just draw covers. Problem number one. Problem number two, writers can put out 3, 4, 5 books a month. Artists can literally only do 1 book a month. So when you have Donny Cates and when you have Jeff Johns, when you have all these writers' names that keep popping up, they keep popping up because they're doing 3, 4, 5 books. They have like a whole run of series that So that's why writers technically make more money than artists, because they can pump out more work. Artists, with their specific art style and the deadline and everything, all the work that they put into it, it's difficult. It's difficult. Like, it would be cool though if we went because we mentioned this, I think, last show about how mangas, they have this consistency and the same art style. You probably have like 3 or 4 artists that literally draw the same art style. So I think
one person gets recognized on those things, man.
It would be cool one day if any like really talented artists, like for example, if I were Jim Lee, I'm going to get a few artists and I'm going to say, okay, these books will no longer be art by Jim Lee. It'll be art by Team Jim Lee.
All right.
He's going to train 3 or 4 artists to draw his style. And they're going to pump out. They're going to pump out like 5, 10 Jim Lee drawn comics a month.
It was called Wildstorm Studios.
All right, Anthony. What you got going on Tuesday? I know you have.
I don't know, man. You know what? I don't have a topic yet. I did my most watched video last week. Had nothing to do with comic books. Yeah. It was a review of Hard Target starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I saw that.
Got more views than any video I've done so far. So you know what? Fuck comic books. I'm gonna start reviewing 90s movies and just nothing. Because let me tell you something. And it was all because Daryl was on the show. I had 3 martial artists on. Great. I had more chats, more views, more everything. So you know what? Fuck comic books. Comic books suck. Go watch movies.
He ain't lying. I mean,
we're a special group. Comic books are the elite, the few, the proud.
Elitist.
Yeah. All right, guys. I got Anthony's Comic Wednesdays going on this Wednesday. Got Extreme Nerd Table next week. I might have Anthony. I might have Randall. Well, I have Anthony for sure. Randall is the iffy one, and then I know I'm gonna have Daryl. So
eventually,
yeah.
And his other brother, Daryl.
Yeah, and plus, I'm gonna be on the Nerdy Collective show with Robert G next week. So, and then I'm gonna have the Silver Age Sunday crew again the next week. So, be sure to tune into all these shows and be sure to have the bell. Be sure to share. Be sure to like everybody down below before subscribe to everybody if you guys aren't subscribed to them yet. So, except for Randall don't got one yet. Make one already.
Soon, Randy. Soon. I'm working towards it.
All right. Randy. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.